Peggy 12.
Peggy 12. Audio like this, is this okay? Let me know. I can put it a bit lower or higher if you want to. Tiny bit higher? Okay. Alright, cool. Aw, are you serious? We're talking about this in the chat. No flipping way. Golf Story 2, I think. That's crazy. We were just talking about this in the chat and then, yeah, go. Oh, it's with tennis. Jeez. Volleyball. Football. What? Sports Story. Baseball. Toaster. Yeah, Sports Story. Hey. That's wonderful.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirk Scott.
That's wonderful. I like that a lot.
And I'm Sam Robertson. Welcome to Indie World, a look ahead at some great indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
We're thrilled to kick off this edition of Indie World with Sports Story, the sequel to Golf Story and a game that's not just about sports. It's a full-on
like everything.
adventure with a whole lot of tennis gameplay for good measure, not to mention dungeons, espionage,
What?
games, and plenty of friends and enemies.
That's
to meet on your way
insane.
to the Deca Sportathon.
I like this a lot.
Sports Story launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in mid-2020.
Mid 2020. All right. Yeah. Cool. I like that. No, this is Streets of Rage 4. I played this at Gamescom. This game is so much fun. Oh, new character, Adam Hunter. I love what I played of this game. It's really, really good. And you wouldn't expect it from a distance. Like, you would expect it would be a bit more murky in its control department. But my lord, it's so freaking smooth, that game. Oh my lord.
There will be plenty of braised chicken lying around on plates and bad guys to beat down when Streets of Rage 4
First half in
Nintendo
2020.
Switch
Alright.
first half of
Alright.
2020.
皆さんこんにちは。中島秀
Oh,
和です。
D3!
本作では D3 パブリッシャーでプロデューサーを務めています。グリムライトはステンドグラスをモチーフとしたア
Gleamlight
ーティスティックな世界に静かで不思議な物語を入れ込んだ独創的なゲームです。その世界の中でプレイヤーは一本の剣となり、子供たちの力を借りて強大な敵と戦ったり、世界なので迫ったりします。美しくも恐ろしいステンドグラスの世界であなたは何を感じ、何を考え、どんな旅をするのでしょうか。ぜひグリムライトの世界を楽しんでみてください。
Just imagine if you turned into a sword. It'd probably be kind of freaky and kind of awesome.
Looks nice.
Really beautiful if you
That
will,
looks really nice.
Especially if it happened in a stained glass world where you and some children are on a quest to reach its heart. Where's the UI, you ask? Where we're going, you won't need any UI.
No
This game
UI.
knows how players like
Oh,
you
wow.
think and how to guide you through without anything unnecessary like words. Who needs them? See if you can cut to the heart of this stained glass world when Gleamlight launches
Early
on Nintendo
2020.
Switch in early 2020.
Cool. Deep into
Hi
2020
everyone,
we
I'm
are.
Alexander Fernandez, CEO of Streamline Media Group, and today we're going to be showing you our brand new game, Bacon Switch. It's a violently cute couch co-op game.
I
that
got
you're gonna
invited
like.
for a preview
We like
this
it.
during Gamescom.
In
We haven't
fact,
seen the Switch
we like it
version
so
though.
much, we made it about food because we like to eat.
I love this
good.
guy already.
No, that's pretty. Huh. Wow, that's the bliss ball right there. There you go. So we hope you guys like it. And more importantly, we hope you enjoy it because we had to work really hard on it, baking this and making sure it works. So please enjoy it and let us know what you think.
You see those cuddly dough things? They simply must be sacrificed to the Guardians of Dome.
Oh, no.
And so, in this party brawler, you and up to 3 other players need to work as a team to punch, combine, and bake those doughs before time runs out. This in-your-face co-op action may be easy
This
to
looks
pick
so
up.
much fun to play with
Trust
friends.
me, it's tough to master all the challenging mechanics in each
Power-ups.
level. And in player versus player mode, it's every baker for themselves. Bake
Oh.
and Switch will cook up something special on Nintendo Switch
Summer
in
2020.
2020.
Hey Nintendo fans, on behalf of the team here at Digital Continue, I'm excited to announce our new game.
I like these introductions from
Super
developers.
Mesh is
It's
a
really
game
cool.
that makes games. It's a love letter to game
Super
culture,
Mesh.
set in a game shop owned by a brother and sister discover a mysterious game console. The magic of Super Mesh is what we didn't do. The games it produces are not scripted. It's the game itself that mashes the genres together. It creates a different game every time you play. You never know what it's gonna do. Just do me one favor, okay? This is the code to my favorite Mash. When you pick up Super Mash for the Nintendo Switch next year, put it in. Let me know what you think.
Are these quick cuts necessary? Not really. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Super Mesh, a game that makes games. Like, there was a Blaster Master type one. Oh! JRPG mixed with a platformer. Oh, generate unpredictable results. Oh! And then you can share Mash codes with friends, earn death cards, and control the chaos. I like this. This game will live or die by how good the procedural generation is. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Let the game decide. Digital continue.
Super Mash
Looks
will
fun.
shake things up on Nintendo Switch in May 2020.
May 2020, jeez.
What would you do if the world around you was
Oh!
as strange and
The Talos
complicated
Principle!
as ancient ruins filled with advanced technology?
Oh my
Well, in
lord.
This first-person puzzle game,
This is a
you're
really
about to
intense
find out.
puzzle game that I like a
Task
lot.
the creator with solving a series of complex puzzles.
It's
You'll divert
really
drones,
tough though.
manipulate
It's a really
abilities,
tough
and
puzzle
even
game.
dedicate time to prove your worth or find a way out.
Is it coming out today?
Who are you?
This is like a game that would come out today, isn't it?
As you choose your own path through this non-linear world, uncover
This is
the
like a
clues
game
you
that
need
could
to
come out,
decide for
totally come
yourself.
out today.
You'll have more than 120 puzzles to solve, and the Talos Principle Deluxe Edition comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
See?
Nothing quite like a high seas adventure combining classic naval action.
Well, the Quantum
Really
Guild.
makes you want to expand
They
your fleet
they
and
make
battle
games
pirates,
like
sea monsters, even the sea itself.
like the
entire
4-player
map
puzzle
is
game. What's it
procedurally
called again?
generated, and all across it, you'll discover islands to explore.
I don't
and
remember,
quests to
but
take,
they
rescuing sailors. to
they
freeing
make
pirates.
like a bunch of
And you'll do
different
it all
titles,
from
and
a
they
custom
publish
code.
also stuff from
You
others.
pick
They
design,
are very selective though,
colors, weapons,
so they likely
and
only
equipment.
publish like 1 or 2
As you
titles a
progress,
year.
You'll add new boats to your fleet and give orders to the crew.
This
on
looks
boats
really
you
cool.
aren't sailing yourself. Better keep track of the wind and use physics to your advantage. When Sailforth sails into
Sailforth.
port on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
2020.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clifford, developer here at Phoenix.
Dauntless.
Labs. Since you last saw us during Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 earlier this year, we've been hard at work developing our hit online action
Is it
RPG
coming?
Dauntless for the
Is
Nintendo
it coming?
Switch system. We're
coming
absolutely
out?
thrilled to share a fresh look at our game, including the reveal of our new content expansion, Storm Chasers, complete with the Skyfighter armor and Sky Metal weapon
I'm
set.
so excited to have Dauntless
These
on Switch.
cosmetic items will be available at launch exclusively to players on the Nintendo Switch.
I don't
for
hear a
free.
date. He says at
We hope you
launch.
enjoy your first look at the next evolution of Dauntless, and we'll see you in the Shattered Isles.
Curious. He didn't say early next year or this year. He said at launch. A beacon for crossplay. This is such a fun team-up game. An absolute triumph. Monhorn Light? Yeah, sort of. But fun. Yeah, real fun. But is it coming out soon? Today! Dauntless is coming out today! Today!
In Dauntless, you're all that stands between your world and the massive boss-sized behemoths that seek to devour it. With cross-platform and cross-region play, you can slay with your friends no matter where they play. And with cross-save functionality, you can take your Slayer on the go with Nintendo Switch no matter where you
Cross-save too. Neat.
So form a hunting party and forge your legacy with challenging co-op battles in this rich, evolving world. Create deadly weapons and powerful armor from the very creatures you slay, and immerse yourself in rich customization and crafting systems. Look forward to regular, free content updates featuring new challenges, new behemoths, and more when Dauntless launches as a free download on Nintendo Switch later today.
Jeez.
Hollywood, the 90s. An actress
Murder by
on a hit
Numbers.
TV show soon finds herself starring in
I like the
her own
style of
murder
this game.
Can
Murder
you
mystery.
and your robot scout crack the case one nonogram at a time? Guess your only option is to dig
Track
up
is also
clues
really nice.
while jamming out to tracks from Masakazu Sugimori, the composer behind Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Beautiful Joe.
Oh!
Along the way, you'll interrogate weird and wonderful characters designed by Hatomoa of Hatoful Boyfriend fame. From TV
Hatoful
studios to
Boyfriend-
glitzy award shows, you must uncover a tangled web of conspiracy, deception, and, of course, murder, as you piece together the truth one pixel at a time.
Oh!
It's no longer a mystery. Murder by Numbers launches first as a timed exclusive on
Early
Nintendo
2020.
Switch in early
A
2020.
Picross mystery game. I'll take it.
This mysterious bounty hunter is a stranger to everyone.
It's Oddworld.
Because that's
So,
his
funny
He doesn't
fact.
take kindly to dust.
I saw this
He will
game
kindly take your word in exchange for
in
the
after
bounties he
E3
collects.
2017,
Why? He needs the cash.
and they
bad.
asked me
And
for
he'll hunt down
feedback.
every outlaw in Mongo Valley.
That's no joke. They wondered if they should
Problem
bring
is,
this to
there's a
Switch.
bounty on his head too. In this action-adventure game, you'll wield Stranger's unusual crossbow that fires off rounds of live ammo, from rodents to bugs, and you'll earn bigger bounties for.
And I was not supposed to write about it, so I guess I'm allowed to write about it now.
The definitive version of this classic is fast approaching. Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath launches on Nintendo Switch in
January 2020. That's soon.
Purchase it later today.
Oh man. Why
No! No!
put a bird on it and just look at him go? Whether they're
No!
grinding on bendy straws,
It's
flipping over skateboards, or
beautiful.
carving
It's
lines
a
from part pulled together by sticky tape. Skateboards always try their
bird.
best, don't they?
It's a bird on a
Explore each
skateboard.
part, collect tiny
No.
clothing, help out
He's a
fellow
little
birds,
glasses
and
at
find
the same
secret
time.
mixtapes of
Oh.
original lo-fi bird hop tunes.
It's a bird.
Before long, you'll be catching air like only a bird could. When
It's
Skatebird
a
launches
bird.
on Nintendo Switch in late 2020.
Late 2020. Oh. Bird. What's this? I like the style of this game, this comic book style. Liberated, coming to Nintendo Switch 2020.
You saw it for yourself in the trailer, people. Liberated blends the art of cyberpunk, hand-drawn graphic novels with interactivity and action to create
That's
one
actually
seamless
really awesome.
experience.
I like
In
this a lot.
near-future dystopia, the eerily familiar, always-online society gives way to complete government control.
Huh.
But that won't stop an insurgent group called Liberated from rising up. But this is no simple tale of good versus evil. As you flip between pages, side-scrolling stealth gunplay, and platforming action, you must witness.
The idea how you
what
control this
transpires
game
from
is
many points of
really
view to parse
neat.
the truth. Liberated will release first as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
2020.
Hi, we're Kid Fox Games, and this is our game Boyfriend Dungeon, a dating simulator dungeon crawler mashup.
Boyfriend Dungeon?
We are super excited to announce that Boyfriend Dungeon will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, which means you'll be able to date your weapons at home and on the go.
If you're like me, then you're never going to forget your summer stay at Verona,
Boyfriend Dungeon.
where you're tasked with clearing out all the creatures in the dungeon. Oh, and it only gets better, because the weapons you can find there transform into cuties, and they're single.
What?
Forge precious memories with your many loves, and use their individual combat styles to clear out all the monsters as you uncover the dungeon's
I
secrets
like it.
together. Did I mention romantic dates? Oh, be still my heart. Oh, and there's also the Nintendo Switch exclusive HD Rumble function.
Ah.
Level up your love when Boyfriend Dungeon comes to Nintendo Switch in 2020.
2020.
Sometimes the only way to face a tough subject
They
is
go
head on.
more of these games
Even if
fast.
that means battling a nightmarish
Dreamscaper.
depression living inside a young woman's subconscious.
Seen by two looks crazy.
Thankfully, you'll have an expansive combat system on your side, combining a brawler, a top-down shooter, and a dungeon crawler. Every time you slumber, you'll face another randomized dungeon found in one of the game's beautifully haunting dreamscapes,
Huh.
littered with powerful artifacts, challenges, and puzzles. Forge friendships in your waking life and use their hopes and dreams to dispel the darkness within. You'll warp the dreamscape around you with lucid powers that alter the flow of time and space. When Dreamscaper launches first on Nintendo Switch as a timed exclusive on
Early
consoles
2020.
Early 2020.
Hey everyone, we're extremely excited to reveal a brand new
Hey,
game
Team
we've been working
17.
on at Team 17.
We've combined crafting, base building and survival, along with a few surprises, in a new adventure set within the Escapist universe. And on Nintendo Switch, you can play with 3 of your friends.
Oh,
in
in the
local
Escapist
wireless
universe.
online multiplayer.
New Escapist
We
game.
hope you enjoyed the video.
Oh, this is very different from the Escapist games. This is no longer in a jail. You're on an island trying to survive, huh? That's very different. You get to control monkeys! It's a co-op game too. The survivalists. Yeah, that's very different. I agree.
Whether you're crafting, building, or yes, training monkeys, survival is the name of the game. These procedurally generated islands are alive. They change during the day-night cycle, and they're
I like
riddled
this
with
idea.
adventure and a wealth of secrets.
They had nowhere else to go with the Escapist
As
series, so they needed a
own your
new
monkeys,
direction.
gather resources
This
and
seems
craft items. You'll
this seems like a
uncover
good
your own
idea.
recipes and
This
connect
seems
with
like
craft.
a good idea to do.
That should help you overcome the hidden threats lurking within temples, full of exotic riches and slick weaponry. You can play co-op locally or online with up to 3
Online?
friends who each have their own system to try and survive together.
Mmm.
However, not everyone will be pleased to see you thrive. The Survivalists releases on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
2020. Yep.
We're coming to the end of our presentation, so we'd like to take a moment to thank all of our partners for giving Nintendo Switch owners so much to look forward to.
Well said, Kirk. On behalf of Nintendo, thank you so much. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Although, now that I think about it, there is one more thing.
One more thing.
Hi, I'm Tom Hemp, creator of
Hey,
Axiom
Tom Hemp!
Verge. I just wanted to take this moment to thank both Nintendo and Nintendo fans for the love you've shown Axiom Verge over the years. I've been quietly working on the next installment of Axiom Verge for about 4 years now. Here's a sneak peek.
New game? Once more into the breach. Oh! Axiom Verge 2. 2! Autumn 2020. Wow! That was a good presentation. That was a good presentation. I really liked that. I really enjoyed that. That was short and filled with games. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Axiom Verge 2. That's a way to finish a presentation. Is your update now at 30 or at 8? I would say 30, but I'm not entirely sure with that. Don't quote me on that. Wow. Wow. That was good. That was really good. Let me hold up.
Peggy 12.
Hold up. So, hold up. So, we started with Sports Story. Look at these different landscapes, though. In these dungeons. Like, there's actual dungeons in there. Sports Story looks awesome. So wait, hold up a second. I just noticed this. This is a tenniser versus a baseball player. And the Empire is a flamingo. Okay. And look at these lovely little ducks. You're playing football in a dress. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. But I never played in a dress, so I don't know. Maybe it works really well. Wait, did he just hit a toaster? Okay.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Kirk Scott. We're thrilled to kick off this edition of Indie World with Sports Story, the sequel to Golf Story and a game that's not just about sports. It's a full-on golfing adventure with a whole lot of tennis gameplay for good measure, not to mention dungeons, espionage, mini-games.
Okay, so what Kirk here is saying is that it's a lot of golf and tennis. So the other sports that are thrown into the mix are likely like second base. If you get what I'm saying, like what we've also saw with the previous game where golf was like the main focus. So I have the feeling that the rest of the sports we've seen in there have a lesser focus than the two golf and tennis.
And plenty of friends and enemies to meet on your way to the Deca Sportathon. Sports Story launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in mid-2020.
Mid-2020, yeah. There was tennis with a football goal and a football shootout with a tennis racket, yeah. So, not much new here outside of the trailer of Streets of Rage 4, so we kind of move on to the next game.
皆さんこんにちは。中島秀和です。本作では
So this is the new game from D3.
グリムライトはステンドグラスをモチーフとしたアーティスティックの世界に静かで不思議
Edward Wolf says, I have the feeling they'll customize like you can go in the settings or of a golf story and change the golf either to be Wrecky Golf, Patron Disc Golf. I think the same applies here. Likely.
的な物語を入れ込んだ独創的なゲームです。
if you will, especially if it happens.
I really like the look of this game. No UI, you are your own sword, you're fighting against enemies. It's a very...
You won't need any UI. This game...
It has a very Hollow Knight type feel, and I think that that's what I really appreciate about this game. What I'm wondering here is how they keep it novel, because you have to keep it novel somehow. Because the sword tactic and moving across enemies is really cool, but how do you keep that interesting? And I think that's the thing that we need to see more of. I like this idea though, and I like that D3 is actually investing in some deeper games, because if you look at their other outings, it's mostly text-based games or weird sport outings. They actually seem to put a decent amount of money into this, which I honestly really appreciate. We'll see how it goes though. That's the most important thing. We have to see how this one goes. But I'm happy that they're putting effort into a game like this.
The game knows how players like you think and how to guide you through without anything unnecessary like words. Who needs them? See if you can cut to the heart of this stained glass world when Gleamlight launches on Nintendo Switch in early 2020.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexander Fernandez, CEO.
Sacrifice to the Guardians of Doe. And so, in this party...
Oh hey! Shellshock Prime, Silverstone. Lovely to see you guys here. Thanks so much for the raid, friends. We're just discussing the games we've seen in the indie world and going over them. So currently we are at Bake and Switch. Yeah, Sports Story hype. Yeah.
Brawler.
So
Up to 3 other players.
Axiom Verge 2 hype. Also very nice. Sick. For sure.
Bake those doughs before
so with oh, Link Triforce. Nice to see you as well. So with this game, you actually have to work together, collect certain bakeries across the level, and bring them to the oven at the end there. I played this game at Gamescom a couple of months back. At that point, they were only considering Switch, and it wasn't coming to Switch at all. Yeah, you really have to cooperate and maybe throw items to the other player, like in this level. You can throw it over the wall there and give it to the other person so that you can work together and finish up a level quicker. I have not seen the player versus player mode though, which they show later in this trailer, where you are individually responsible for collecting your own bread pieces. I wonder how that will go, because I think this works way better as a co-op game. As a co-op game, this is really fun. Really fun. I wonder how the player versus player mode will work. We'll see how it goes. Link Triforce says, yeah. Now I have to play Golf Story finally before Sports Story comes out. Yeah. Didn't buy Golf Story for a long time. Wasn't sure how I would like it. I've heard many great things about it, but I figured I'd give it a try. If it runs 60 FPS, it could be good co-op and PvP. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Once again, I've only seen it in its co-op version. And what I played of it, it's actually really enjoyable. But I wonder how PvP will work.
Time runs out. This in-your-face co-op action may be easy to pick up.
So this game, the next one here,
Creates a different game
Super
every
Mash.
time you play. You never know what it's going to do. Just do it. Okay?
This really comes down to how good the procedurally generated experience or whole will be. because I like the idea of this, like connecting two genres together sounds fun on paper, but it really depends on how good they can actually mesh it together in the systems, because we don't know for sure. Yeah, it could wind up being bad, I guess. Yeah, and Silverstone said, I'm excited for it, but I'm also worried. That's where I am at. Like, this could be really cool, and also collecting all of these cards and bringing so much... oh, this looks... I've not seen this shot. So, they want to mash 2D, overhead, and 3D games together in a bunch of different areas. I am not sure how this will go. But if they can pull it off, it will be awesome. But once again, it depends on the tools, because they it might be the overworld. Oh yeah, it could be. You actually see the developer's previous game here, which is Next Up Hero, on the wall here. That's a neat touch. How the hell will all of this work? I don't know. I don't know. You have to save me, just followed. Thank you much for the stroop raffle. It's a stroop raffle. So hold up. There's something I've noticed here. Can I see that? Yeah, there are goals, it seems, for specific styles as well. See that? There are like goals to clear, which I think is how you get the developer cards. So there might be also like an actual game portion to this where you have to play for fixed levels. Don't quote me on that though. That's what I get from the impression from looking at this. The styles might also clash hard too. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not so sure how to feel about this yet. So, Talos Principle, we don't need to talk about this. This is coming out later today. The only thing I will tell you this is a hard puzzle game. I would almost say a very naughty word. I stopped myself there. It's a really hard puzzle game where you have to really think about your placement at every point through the stage. But my lord, that game is awesome. I love the Talos Principle a whole ton. Man of Mine swears by this game. It's great. Honestly, it's a really fun game. Later today.
Nothing quite like a high-seas adventure combining classic naval action with exploration. Really makes you want to expand your fleet and do battle with pirates, sea monsters, even the sea itself.
The Quantum Guild.
The entire map is procedurally...
Once again, I said this during the presentation. Quantum Guild is a very interesting publisher. They publish like 1 or 2 games a year. I'm not sure how they can survive on that, but that's good on them, honestly. But they make some really interesting publishing choices. And this game, like Set Sail, or what is it called again? Was it Set Sail? Sail Forth? I have to double check. Hold up. Sail Forth. There we go. The Quantum Astrophysics Guild. They published now 4 games on Switch so far. They published the Bridge and Tumblestone. Yeah, that was the game I was thinking of during the presentation, everyone. Tumblestone. Tumblestone is amazing. The Bridge is really fun too. But yeah, they are publishing this game.
Nothing quite like a high-seas adventure combining classic naval action with exploration.
So this seems sort of roguelike-ish, where you go for the sea, try to enter other ships, and try to collect loot.
Map is procedurally generated.
Yeah, procedurally generated.
You'll discover items to explore and quests to take. from rescuing sailors to looting pirates. And you'll do it all from your custom boat. You pick the design, colors, weapons, and equipment. As you progress,
yes, almost there, and Gorgomov. Yeah, yes,
you
absolutely.
Sailing yourself. Better keep track of the wind and use physics to your advantage. When Sailforth sails into port on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clifford, developer here at Phoenix Labs.
Once again, this is Dauntless. We don't have to go over this because this is out today and it's free. Please download it. It's Monster Hunter Lite, but very fun and very hectic, so please enjoy. It's good to see it's finally out, though. So...
Free download on Nintendo Switch later today.
Later today, yep.
Hollywood, the 90s.
Murder by Numbers, this game!
Hit TV show soon finds herself starring in her own murder mystery. Can you and your robot...
The artist of Hateful Boyfriend, the composer of Phoenix Wright, Murder Mystery, mixed with Piqua's gameplay. This game is weird as heck and I love it.
Robot Scout crack the case one nonogram at a time? Guess your only option is to dig up clues, while jamming out to tracks from Masakazu Sugimori, the composer behind Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Beautiful
This is so weird!
Along the way, you'll interrogate weird and wonderful characters designed by Hatomoa of Hatoful Boyfriend fame.
It's the composer of Phoenix Wright. Yes! Yes!
You must uncover
yes! This is the composer of Phoenix Wright who is doing the music.
Of course, murder, as you piece together the truth one pixel at a time. It's no longer a mystery. Murder by Numbers launches first as a timed exclusive on Nintendo
Early
Switch
2020.
Early 2020.
This mysterious bounty hunter is a stranger to everyone.
So the guys who just came in missed this. So actually, this is a funny story about Outworld Stranger's Wrath HD. I've seen this game like first running on Switch 2 years ago on a dev unit. And it was for Go Nintendo, and the developers asked me should we bring this to Switch? And it was a very rough early port. And now seeing this 2 years later, actually coming to Switch is kind of funny. And they actually wanted to meet with me during this past Gamescom, but my schedule was already filled up.
It's his name. He doesn't take kindly to guns.
It's a really fun game, though. I really like Stranger's Wrath.
Why?
Actually beat this game on Steam not too long ago for the Alphabet Challenge.
Oh,
you did, huh?
Problem is, there's a bounty on his head.
Ulti Miller, thanks so much for the follow. Enjoy your first troop raffle. Sorry, I have notifications off, so I have to do it from the chat onward now. Because of the presentation. Oddworld was shown? Somehow I missed that. Yeah!
Controls and gyroscopic aiming, the definitive version of this classic is fast approaching. Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath launches on Nintendo Switch in January
next month.
You can pre-purchase it later today.
Okay, this game. I was mostly screaming through this trailer because, like Silverstone will know, I screw at anything bird related. So I was screaming for like a minute and a half over, it's a burb! It's a burb on a skateboard! It has a little Santa head and some glasses on, oh my lord. That's how I was for that minute and a half that it was shown. I played the demo for this on itch.io a while back. Oh, I need to download on itch.io. Skatebird, you said it's still Skatebird on itch.io? I guess I have to download that. Armsy will be super excited for Oddworld. Armsy actually asked me to do that 2 years ago and to report back to him. So yeah, it's I'm happy it's coming to Switch, especially for him. Should be. Alright, I will check it out. I will check Skateboard out on itch.io.
It's so adorable. You take an ordinary skateboard,
you
put a bird
sorry,
on it,
sorry.
and just look at him go. Who wouldn't want to be a skatebird? Whether they're grinding on bendy straws, kick-flipping over skateboards, or carving lines through a park held
It's not hard to squeal for me.
Skateboards
I like birds so
best,
much.
don't they?
Actually, they pulled the demo page was
collect tiny
limited
clothing,
alpha
help
demo.
out
Oh
fellow birds,
man.
and find secret
I was
mixes
gonna
of
do that
original
even a
notified
stream
bird
on that.
trees.
I guess after they got a
Before
publisher,
long,
they
you'll be
pulled it.
catching air like only a bird could.
Man.
And Skatebird launches on Nintendo Switch in late
Man. Late 2020. This does look cute. Yeah. Heck yeah, it does. Heck yeah, it does. I nearly did a stream for itching for indies to include it, but I was too late. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Anyway, Liberated. This game looks incredibly stylish. The way they are doing this game with all the little comic strips, with you making choices and then actually playing sections of it. This looks really fun as an action game. Like the whole idea behind it feels unique.
Liberated blends the art of cyberpunk, hand-drawn graphic novels with interactivity and action to create one seamless experience. In this near-future dystopia, the eerily familiar, always online society...
What did Gurge just send me? You sent me a link with a burr picture. I will check that in a second. Thank you for sending me a burr pic.
Rising up. But this is no simple tale of good versus evil. As you flip between pages,
I appreciate you.
platforming action,
because you know what I like.
What transpires from many points of view to parse the truth. Liberated will release first as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
Just a burr emoji disc. Oh, fair enough.
Hi, we're Kid Fox Games, and this is our game Boyfriend Dungeon, a dating simulator.
Boyfriend Dungeon! So, this game.
Boyfriend Dungeon will be coming to
This is the weirdest thing we've seen likely during this entire presentation. This game. Yes!
If you're like me,
Boyfriend
then
Dungeon.
You're never going to forget your summer stay at Verona Beach, where you're tasked with clearing out all the creatures in the dungeon.
I played this game at the Game Devs of Color Expo. The devs were so nice. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. It's 100% not for me. That's fair, Reggie Ruler. I can't really complain about that.
Individual combat styles to clear out all the monsters as you uncover the dungeon secrets together. Did I mention romantic dates? Oh, be still my heart. Oh, and there's also the Nintendo Switch exclusive HD Rumble function. Level up your
I like how all
Boyfriend
the swords are
Dungeon
characters.
Switch in 2020.
Sometimes
Always love to spotlight devs I met at a show when they show up their games at indie showcases like this. That's a good call. I appreciate that, Silver.
Thankfully, you'll have an expansive combat system on your side.
I totally forgot about this game. This is the only game I kind of forgot.
Every time you slumber, you'll face another randomized dungeon found in one of the game's beautifully haunting dreamscapes, littered with powerful artifacts, challenges, and puzzles. Forge friendships in your waking life and use their hopes and dreams to dispel the darkness.
I like this idea though. This one is interesting.
Around you with lucid powers that
going for different landscapes, dreamscapes,
launches first on Nintendo Switch as a
attacking there and going back to make relationships in the real world. Real gameplay seems pretty standard stuff. Yeah, that's the only thing that's out of against it, for sure.
New game we've been working on at Team 17.
We've combined crafting, base building, and survival.
This the new escapist game.
And on Nintendo Switch, you
what was it called again?
Local wireless and online multiplayer.
We hope you enjoy the video.
The Survivalists, yes, that was the one. Can't wrap my hand around the real world stuff. Yeah, it seems that you just build up relationships in the dreamscapes. Dreamscapers. You can train monkeys! Play with 4 people. I'm so down with this. I need to find 3 other people who want to play this with me. I am so down to build up a little island like this. So down. This looks like it will eat up too much of my time entirely. Yes. Silverstone has raised his hand. I'm down with you to play with you, for sure. I only remember this because the Twitch went races during this one.
Survival is the name of the game.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Good to know.
And they're riddled with adventure.
We need to have a gameless summer so Daan has time for this. I always have time for video games, are you kidding me? Especially to play with people I know.
That should help you overcome.
This is why I don't look at
threats
Twitch
lurking
during
within
presentations.
players.
Good call.
With exotic
Good
witches
call.
and slick
Absolutely
weapons.
good call.
You can play co-op locally or online.
That's
with
why I
up to
watch a
3
Daan stream where
friends who each have
everyone
their
is
own game
nice.
and system
Well,
to
you're
survive
nice.
together.
Well, you're
However,
nice.
Not everyone will be pleased to see you thrive. The Survivalists
Never read the comments,
releases
never
on
look at the
Nintendo
chat.
Switch
Yeah.
in 2020.
We're coming to the end of our presentation, so we'd like
And
to
then we
take a
had
moment
the
to thank
final one.
all of our partners for giving Nintendo Switch owners.
I've been
Which
quietly
is
working on the next installment of
Axiom Verge freaking 2!
years now.
It's
Here's
so
the
nice to see Thomas Happ again. That he worked like behind the scenes like 4 years on this game. But it's so good to have a sequel to this. Like, are you kidding me? He's such a nice guy. I've met him at Gamescom when the game came to Wii U. That's when I met him. He is such a nice person. Link Triforce has got to go now. Okay, see you later, Link Triforce. Good to see you. For those who missed the first Axiom Verge, February 27th on Switch. Alright. But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So yeah, that was the presentation.